Hi, today for dinner I made pork bistik. This is not Filipino pork bistik. This is my family's pork bistik. I remember when I was little, my dad made this pork dish, but I didn't remember how he made it. So last night I called my dad and asked him how he made this pork bistik. So this morning I marinated the pork. I'm using pork tenderloin. But if you do not eat pork or you do not like pork meat, then you can substitute with beef. But make sure you're using beef tenderloin. So this pork bistik, my family's recipe, or I should say my dad's recipe, is really good, really tasty. So I made the sauce separately after I cooked the pork. And I mixed the sauce with the pork together. But before I mixed the sauce with the pork, I tasted the pork meat itself. And it was so tasty already. Actually, I didn't really have to serve it with the sauce. But this is the way my dad served it when I was little. So you have the option of just serve the pork without the sauce, or serve it with the sauce, mix it with the sauce the way I serve my pork bistik. So I hope you watch the video and try making it and enjoy this pork bistik as much as I do. This pork dish just reminds me of my childhood, of my dad's cooking. So the first thing I need to do to make this pork dish is to marinate the pork. I'm using pork tenderloin here. So this is like around 1 pound of pork tenderloins. So it's like a half kilogram. First I'm gonna take it out. You see this this white membrane here. I don't like it, so I'm going to trim the white membrane. Alright, now I'm going to slice this meat, this pork. I'm gonna slice like 1 centimeter thickness. So I'm gonna put the meat into the bowl. Okay, now let's make the marinade. I have these ingredients for the marinade. I have light soy sauce, oyster sauce, Worcestershire sauce. In Indonesia, we normally use kecap inggris, but here Worcestershire sauce is the replacement for the kecap inggris here because it's kind of smell and the flavor is kind of similar. So we don't have kecap inggris here, so I always use Worcestershire sauce to substitute the kecap inggris. Also, I will use 5 spice powder here. 5 spice powder has ground cinnamon, ground cumin, ground coriander, ground clove, and ground Sichuan pepper and ground star anise. That's why, because it has the ground Sichuan pepper, so I'm not gonna use pepper anymore. And I will also add nutmeg. Alright, so I'm gonna put all the ingredients into this pork tenderloin and mix them together. So I'm gonna put soy sauce, Worcestershire sauce, oyster sauce, and like half teaspoon of 5 spice powder. In Indonesia we call it bumbu ngohiong. Okay, and a quarter teaspoon of ground nutmeg. Okay, and then we just mix them together. Make sure each meat is coated with the marinade. Alright, now after I'm sure that all pieces are coated, then I just need to cover with plastic wrap and then put them back into the refrigerator until it's time for me to cook it, okay, to fry it. You can marinate it at least 30 minutes. Alright, but I'm gonna wait until close to dinner time, so like 3 hours before I start cooking for dinner. Alright? Alright, so it's been 4 hours since I marinated my pork tenderloin here. So now I'm going to fry this tenderloin. I can smell the Worcestershire sauce and other spices here. It smells so good. Alright, so first I'm gonna add some oil here into my wok, like 3 or 4 tablespoons. By the way, I also have prepared minced garlic from 4 cloves of garlic and sliced onions from half onion here. Okay, so I'm gonna use this garlic and onions to make the sauce later, not now. So when you think your oil is hot already, then put in your meat, your pork. I'm gonna cook it on a medium heat. So I'm gonna cook it in 2 batches. So medium heat. You do not want to cook this pork using high heat, because then your pork's gonna change color, turn brown already, but then it's not gonna be cooked inside. You want it to cook thoroughly, so cook it in a medium heat. Okay, now I'm gonna turn them over. On the other side. Alright. So you want your meat to turn to have this color, okay? Like a little charred color. Like this. Alright. But it have to cook inside too. So now that I'm sure that the insides are cooked, that's why I turn up the heat just to brown the sides, the surface. They look brown. Turn down the heat again. My pork tastes so yummy. Okay, now I'm gonna cook the rest, okay? So I sliced a piece of my pork, and to make sure it's actually cooked, it's totally cooked inside, and I took a bite. It tastes really good, really yummy. So tasty already. All right, I want to make sure 3 minutes on its side with medium heat. All right, now turn them over. Because my wok is hot already. The meat are charred already. Even on medium heat. All right. So you want to move them around to make sure that all meat are actually charred. Cook it a little bit more. Alright, so I'm gonna take out all the meat. Alright, like this. Now, using the same wok, I'm going to make the sauce. So I'm gonna add like 2 tablespoons of butter. I'm using salted butter here. Okay. And then I'm gonna saute the onion, sliced onions. Okay, now on medium high the heat. And then I'm gonna add the garlic, the minced garlic. On high now, okay? I'm gonna add white pepper. Oh, I ran out of white pepper. Huh. Worcestershire sauce. Probably like 2 teaspoons. Soy sauce, 2 teaspoons. Sweet soy sauce or kecap manis. If you don't have kecap manis, just add sugar. Okay? Like 1 tablespoon. And tomato ketchup. Okay, saus tomat in Indonesia. Also 1 tablespoon. And then I need to add hot or boiled water here. Now I'm gonna taste it. Very yummy. Okay, you see, because the sauce is brown already from the Worcestershire sauce and light soy sauce, so it's okay if you don't have the sweet soy sauce, just use sugar. All right. But I like to add sweet soy sauce because I have it, and in Indonesia we would have used sweet soy sauce too. Anyway, it's very good. All right, now I'm done with the sauce. What I'm gonna do, I'm gonna transfer my pork back into this wok. Oops. Just to coat the pork. Okay, all the meat with the sauce. All right, just like that. But I'm gonna turn off the fire, the stove, and that's it. Now all I need to do is to put them on the plate. Okay, but I'm gonna put some vegetable first. So I have put steamed green beans and steamed carrots here on my lettuce plate. So I need to transfer my pork. All right, now I just need to pour the sauce on top of the pork, on the meat. All right, you see my pork bistek. So I put it on a plate of vegetable here, lettuce. I'm using butter lettuce and steamed green beans and steamed carrots, baby carrots. So now it's time for me to taste it. It's my favorite part.